This is the San Diego Comic Convention 2015 Marvel Legends Doctor Strange The Book of the Vishanti Magik figure. The figure is part of a 5-pack San Diego Comic Con exclusive. If you want to see the packaging, go check out another video I did regarding the overview of the entire set. Now, quite possibly, this is the figure I was most interested in getting with the set. I'm a big X-Men fan. A lot of you know that. And I've been reading up on the Uncanny X-Men just before Secret Wars, and I loved what Marvel has done with the Magik character, and this is her latest incarnation. The Dark Child, the Master of Limbo. So let's get a closer look at this figure. Let me just get her out of this pose. So, she comes with several accessories. She comes with the Soul Blade, or Soul Sword, which is it's a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be, because in the comic books, Bacalo draws it like super big, like anime style. And she also comes with a regular sword, which is nice. The Demon Sword, I think. I'm not sure what this one is, but this is the one I'm familiar with in the comic books, the Soul Sword, or the Soul Blade. So very nice. And again, if you've seen my previous video, one gripe I have about this figure is that it's the incorrect age for Magik. This is more of a child's age. It's not even a teenage Magik. When she joined the Uncanny X-Men with Cyclops, just before Secret Wars, the second Secret Wars, with Emma Frost, Cyclops, she was a bit grown up. She was in her late teens, I think, from the way that she was drawn in the comic books and the way she was teaching the students. She was a little bit older. And I was a little bit disappointed that they used a smaller female body mold. In fact, I mentioned that they probably should have used a mold akin to what they used with Hope. It's not an Emma Frost, definitely. It's not as mature as an Emma Frost mold, but they could have used something like this. Maybe retooled this Hope figure with better hips. But this is more of what Magik looks like now. In the comic books, because she's no longer a child. She's mature. She's late teens, early 20s, something like that. But she's still a child deep inside. But I was kind of hoping she would be something like this, not as something very, very youthful figure as this. Nevertheless, having said that, it is still a wonderfully sculpted figure, as you noticed. If you'll notice, it has all the details that Bacalo has that's drawn with the comic book Uncanny X-Men Magik. She even has the armor on her left arm, which this one, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't in the comic books. I mostly see her wearing all black with the black sleeves and whatnot. This is something that was shown earlier in the comic books, but then they did away with it. And it came back and whatnot. She has her trademark headpiece, the 2 swords, thigh-high boots, bikini, and top. But very nice, very, very accurate to the comic book, except the age of the body. Articulation for the paint apps. Let's start with paint apps. Paint apps are great. The one thing you'll notice about these San Diego Comic Con exclusive, when they give it to you, it's sealed, and it's very hard to open it and then inspect the figures. So I was lucky enough to get one that's painted very well. Great paint apps on the face, and I need more light. Great paint apps on the face, on the body. She's mostly black, but the flesh tones, I think they got it right. Hasbro did it correct, I think, this time. Would have been nice if it were lighter like that, but she's Russian, so it should be a little bit darker, I think. Not as white as that. I don't know, I could be wrong. The hair, they painted it very well. There's some grading in it. There's some yellow, some orange, some flesh variants on the yellow, on the blonde hair. So that's really, really nice. Um, Silver on the black, and the way they painted the arm, just phenomenal on this figure. Articulation, she's got a ball jointed neck that's on a, no, it's just a ball joint. She's got a ball jointed upper torso, no waist swivel, ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows, doesn't have a bicep swivel, a ball hinge wrists that go in and out in both hands. She's got a ball jointed hip that easily pops off. This one popped off right off the bat when I removed the figure from packaging. That's fine. It's a little bit loose, but that's fine. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ankle, not ankle swivel, calf swivel, and a ball hinge ankle with the rocker joint. So compared to these two figures, one ability that this figure has is the ability to stand unassisted. As I'm saying it, I can't even make her stand. Well, I've already shown you a while back, but this figure, because of the, come on now, you're making a fool out of me. She can stand. And it just, this review just went to hell. Pun intended, no pun intended. Come on, what the hell? Okay, the Emma Frost figure is just impossible. Oh, come on, Magic. Making a fool out of me. The Emma Frost figure, as I was saying, is quite impossible to stand without support, without the base, without leaning onto something. Hope figure, because she is a bit top heavy with the cape and the gun and the head sculpt, tends to tip over forward or backward, and the legs are okay, but they're a little bit weak on the knees. This one, on the other hand, as I was about to say, if you position it correctly, she can stand in a fairly stable manner. She's just not cooperating right now. I don't know why, because as practicing this figure, she was perfect. As I said, she does stand fairly stable, and that's great. If you display stuff on your shelf, she's going to look great on your shelf. So there you go, folks. I have that bit of a gripe, but even with that, the figure is still, for me, a perfect figure. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. We just wish they could have used something like Hope. Would have been really super, like an 11 or 12 for me, that they done that. But as it is, it's still great. 10 out of 10 for me. The San Diego Comic Convention 2015 Marvel Legends Doctor Strange Book of the Vishanti Magik figure. All right, thanks for watching.